I can't edit it. Crap. Alright, so I just realized something, which is gonna sound awful for me to just realize this, but it's not that I just realized it, but it's kind of like starting to wrap around my head. Like, kind of like when you realize that God's real. It's like, alright, I grew up in a church. I know that God's real, but God's real. Or like when you realize that God loves you for the first time, it's like, okay, I grew up in a church. I know that God loves me, but God loves me. So, think about someone that you really don't like. Like, even for like arbitrary reasons, like they wear stupid clothes. Or maybe something deeper. Like, maybe, let's say you're an emotional teenage girl and I don't know, they like the same boy you like, or something like that. So automatically you're like, I have like a bucket list of things that I want to do to them because they're awful, obviously, because they like the same boy that I like. Obviously, they're totally the worst person on the planet. And here are all the reasons they're vapid and annoying and narcissistic and everything. They probably like the same things you like art and poetry. Like, let's say you have this poem that you're like, this is me, this is my life, this is what I relate to. They could probably on some level relate to that poem a lot. And it's just weird to think about that. Like, Hitler, awful man, he was rejected by an art school. He appreciated art. He felt something. He wanted to be an artist. Awful man. But he related to the same things we relate to. It's just creepy. It's like, I hate this person, but they probably, like me especially, I've been homeschooled my entire life. I have no experience on the outside world. I don't relate to things sometimes. I'm like, I don't understand, like, high school, rough. I was homeschooled. They probably relate to emotional things on a deeper level than I do on some things, and they probably have more understanding of some things, and it's just frustrating to think about. It's like, no, I'm better than you, but on this level that I appreciate so much, on like this art level, we're all the same.
So you just compared yourself to Hitler?
I compared someone I disliked to Hitler.
You compared yourself to them, and you compared them to Hitler. Therefore, indirectly, you correlated yourself to Hitler.
Honestly, I feel like anyone could be Hitler with enough power. Like, I think Hitler's main problem was the fact, like, let's be honest, give some of these hillbillies power and we're screwed.
Abraham Lincoln has a really good quote. Any man can stand against adversity. If you want to truly test a man's character, give him power.
I would agree with that completely. It's like, I'm not saying Hitler wasn't a bad person, but I'm just saying people are bad.
I agree. You know what's interesting?
That's a given.
Do you think Hitler thought he was doing evil?
I think he thought about it. I don't think he was like a purely evil person. Like, you see those pictures of him holding little kids' hands. And like, sometimes it's annoying to hang out with a little kid. They're like really loud. Hey, your phone is in Sarah's room.
To me, I legitimately think that Hitler thought the same way that the Crusades did.
I believe that.
That not necessarily that it was God's will, but that he was doing a greater good.
Which is just like really concerning. It's just...
Say goodbye to your viewers.
I'm sorry. Just one of Kingston's friends asked him when he was going to get married.
Say goodbye to your viewers.
I'm not done yet.
You're not done yet?
Maybe.
Right.
Oh, it's been 4 minutes. I'm probably done.
You can continue rambling.
Think about that. Like, that's really concerning. That's like... It's frustrating. Because like, I think of all these people who I really dislike, and I'm just like, we're not different. I'm not better than you. Dang it. On some levels, I'm probably worse. And then again, I'm probably better on some other levels. This is why you can't compare yourself to other people, because on some levels they're better, and some levels they're worse. They're either, you're always going to be better or worse than somebody on different things too. Like Mikey, I'm better at playing guitar than Mikey. But he's better at playing Hey There Delilah than I am at guitar. And that could frustrate me to bits.
To bits?
To bits.
To bits and pieces?
Bits and pieces. And I'm better at reading than Mikey, and that could frustrate him to bits. In fact, we have argued about who's better at reading, and I'm still standing by the fact he's a slow reader.
I comprehend.
You come. That's true. I get the gist of it. Anyway, don't compare yourself because on some level you're like Hitler. Go team.
That's how you're gonna end it.
That's it.
You're all like Hitler.
What about that last video I did with you last April when I was like, do things, not people. And now like I'm reblogging things on Tumblr that it's like, if just let it be known if your hands are cold, you can always put them in my pants.
Well, that's a good note to end on. Say goodbye.